encourage you to watch this video to the very end, because in this video, I'm just going to give you a demonstration, and this is really powerful because a lot of people that I'm talking to are still having a problem with the limiting beliefs. One thing that everyone I'm talking to so far is having a problem with is not recognizing what the limiting belief is and not knowing how to recognize what is holding them back. So if this is you and you are manifesting or you're not manifesting what you want in your life, and you keep hearing about the limiting beliefs that are holding us all back, it is a given. What you believe in your subconscious is what you are receiving, is what is coming back to you. Like attracts like, very powerful. It happens regardless of what frame of mind you're in. It happens. So what I'm going to do here today, I'm going to give you guys a tutorial here, and I'm going to show you as best I can. I've got my desk raised up, and I'm going to try to get my camera to show how I'm standing and different things that are happening. So, but once you get the hang of removing the blocks in the subconscious, now it is the subconscious. Now let me just back up here just a quick second and just explain something really quickly here. And it's right brain, left brain. And let me just put that in here really quick. Right brain, left brain is how our mind is work. Our mind is like a computer. And our right brain is actually the part of our brain that is technical. It is the technical side of what we do. It's a technical side of our program, so to speak. And our left brain is emotion. And when you can bring the two, the right brain and left brain, together to harmonize, then you can easily and more successfully create the new pattern or the new synopsis that you want to have flow, and the new neural pathways that you want to create in your mind. When you do this, you will find that it is easier. Get them working together. And what you can do, this is one way. I'm going to show you this, tell you this really quickly here, and we're going to go on to the tutorial. One way you can do it is when you're into a theta state. You can listen to theta beats, which I listen to all day long. Different theta beats, binaural beats, and excuse my camera, it's adjusting for some reason. When it gets together, I listen to a lot of theta as I'm winding down my day. I'll listen to more of the theta, which gets my brain in the theta stance, the theta waves, gives it into that vibration. Together. Hold on. Then the magic happens. So when I do that, it gets me in more of a state of relaxed mind. And when I do that, I'm able to use my I am affirmations, my I am statements, more successful than I am when I'm in the other states of being. Then success happens. I just want to get this out here for you guys. And we're going to do that one. Okay? Okay, but when you do right brain, left brain, when you can get them there, and even when you're waking up in the morning, when you're coming through the veil of sleep into the veil of waking, you're still in the theta, and you're still moving and growing and becoming awake. So what I do for that particular thing as I'm waking up, I always do my gratitudes. I always start my gratitudes as I'm waking up. Thank you for my day. Thank you so much for, and I say a series of different, I thank you. I am grateful. I am prosperous. I am happy. I am whatever it is I'm working on. I'll find that the answers come more easily to me, especially if I'm working on a new course, if I'm working on a new training or something that I'm giving you. Then I will find the answers on what I need to speak on will come more easily to me. Like, for example, when I woke up this morning, I immediately, before I even got out of bed, I went into my gratitudes, thank you for all that I'm able to do. Thank you for the help I'm able to give to people. And I don't know why I started with that for some reason. I don't know. So, but I did. And what I did and what happened was I got the inspiration, I guess it could be called, to give this training, to give this tutorial, because the vibration I was getting was very strong, and it was very matter of factly that this is what people need to hear. And evidently I'm the one that is supposed to do this. I don't know. So when that happens, I always take action, and I always do what the universe tells me to do. And that is part of being in the receiving mode. You have to be in the receiving mode in order to receive what you want to get, whether it be finances, whether it be whatever you're working on for yourself. So, but right brain, left brain, they have to work together, and they don't work together. The only time right brain, left brain work together is when they're relaxed. And because the conscious mind, the conscious side of your program, which is the right brain, is learning constantly. Every time you read something and you learn it, you're studying for a test, you're going to learn it, because that's what the conscious brain does. It learns. But how do you get the subconscious brain to kick in with that? Well, what you do, and this is just another part of what we're going to go into, what you do is repetitive. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Go over and over and over it again, and do it more and more times. The more you do a repetitive action for something, the more it's going to come to you, the more it's going to come out, the more it's going to be there, the more it's going to build a neural pathway in your mind. And when you do that, and it does build that neural pathway, that is going to take precedent over what you were doing before. So that is how to bring the two together, is repetitive motion. And also when you're in the theta state, your two brains, right brain, left brain, are together. They're working together. And that's neuroscience. That is neuroscience. With that, it's not something anybody made up. It is neuroscience. So what's holding you back? We're going to get into limiting beliefs here, and we're going to go over a tutorial. And this is something I do, and this is something I teach my team to do and teach people to do, that's going to help you to get going forward and what you're doing. When you go through and you know what your limiting beliefs are, don't you think it's easier to get them gone? And get them gone is acknowledging that they're there and that you don't need them anymore, and you're going to replace them with something else. Well, how do you know what is bothering you? How do you know what program you have in your mind? How do you know? How do you know? That's just the question, and that keeps coming up. As I'm doing coachings and trainings, people are saying, well, Christy, how do I know what's holding me back? Well, number one, you can tell what's holding a person back by how they talk, how they walk, how they act, what their body language is. You can tell a confident person by how they talk, how they walk, and how they are projecting themselves. You can tell I'm not going to say incompetent, because that's not the case at all. You can tell an insecure person, let's put it that way. If a person walks with their shoulders shrugged, or they're down, and they don't, maybe they don't make eye contact with anyone, and it's all maybe just everything's a joke, or everything's, whatever. Joking is great. It is fine. It is a really awesome release of energy and moving energy around, laughing and being happy. Best way to move energy around. So, but in your limiting beliefs, that could sometimes be a mask or a shadow that some people put over their lives without even knowing it. So what I want you to do, and this is what we do, and this works because I do it, because even today, even through my years, I still have limiting beliefs that'll pop up out of nowhere, and I'll be like, where in the heck did that come from? I have no idea. So, but what you do is, I'm gonna see if I can stand back here a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see you can't see my feet. It's my camera. I've got my laptop. I'm not gonna be able to show you my feet because of the way my camera is set up. But if you stand still, relax your mind, relax your thoughts, stand perfectly still and put your feet facing out. You're not going to be like stiff like a soldier. You're going to be relaxed and calm. And your arms, your hands, you want them to your side, and you want them just relaxed. And keep your balance. I'm on a padded thing here, so my balance is a little bit off. But keep yourself balanced, and then relax. And start a test question. Ask yourself, or tell yourself your name. I always start with the name because that's something we know about ourselves. Okay, I'll start with my name. I'll say, like, I am Christy Hobbs. And you'll find that if it's a true answer, you're saying I am. Use your I ams, because your I ams are power to you. Your I am statement is always pure power. So as you're doing this and you find, okay, that is my name, you'll find you're going to lean forward a little bit. Your balance is going to take you forward. This is your subconscious kicking in to say, yes, that is right. So then try another name. Try just any name you want. Like, okay, I am Mickey Mouse. And you'll find if it's a false, you're going to find your body moving backwards. It's not going to make enough to tip you over or make you fall. But your arms, I have a problem with using my hands. Keep them to your sides. Keep them relaxed. Keep relaxed and do that. And do this repeatedly for different things. And then if you have something you think is bothering you, like, for example, you could say, I have the ability, and you're telling yourself, I have the ability to make $100 million. And your body is going to tell you if you believe that or not. So when you do that, say, I am, keep your hands to your side, I am now with the ability to make $100 million. And your body's going to move the way your subconscious is saying yes or no. So with me, yes, it moved. And of course, I'm going to do that. So, and if you have a limiting belief, let me think of one that's, oh, I can't think of one that I have got rid of. So, a limiting belief that you may have could be, I have a height problem, so I'm going to use that one. I still have a height problem. I don't like heights. So I'm going to say, I love to go mountain climbing. And no, I don't like to go mountain climbing. So my body automatically took me backwards, even just a little bit. It's not going to be like a grand gesture where it's going to tip you over and it's going to rock your world. It's not going to do that. But do that and be in, like I said, you're going to relax and you're going to keep your hands to your side and you're going to recite different things to yourself that maybe you think are in the way of you achieving what you want to manifest in your life. But this is a system that we use, and it is one of those systems that is simple, it's painless, and it's costless. So this particular system does not, I charge for this as we're going through a seminar or whatnot. Maybe it's part of that. And I do charge when it's in that, and we go through a whole thing where we're all learning and we're all practicing and we're all doing this. So that's a different ballpark, but you're getting a crash course here. And this one is not costing you anything but your time. So use this, and it's a test for yourself. Because if you don't get out of your limiting beliefs, if you don't step out of that veil that is holding you down, that is just keeping you back, maybe you have a problem with insomnia. You can start that and you know you have the problem, right? Start that as part of your test. You could say, I am not an insomniac. And your body will tell you. And of course, I'm not. I love to sleep. Sleeping is my hobby. I love to sleep. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And if it is, then you're liable to go back and, it's going to be like, yeah, whatever it is, woohoo. But it's going to be there, and it's going to acknowledge for yourself. This is something just for you. And it's a limiting belief that's holding you back. So then you're going to go through your steps. And we've gone through these steps for the past year on different ways. I've given several different scenarios on different ways to remove these limiting beliefs. One of the ways is definitely, it's going to be repetition. Anything you do is repetition. To create a new belief where your neurons will fire and wire and create the new pathways to make that something your subconscious will continually give to you. That is a positive. It is a plus. So do this. Find out what your limiting beliefs are. Use this and use your I ams every day, throughout your day. Even if you can just do it with subliminals. And another thing that I like to do when, I told you guys all know I listen to my theta beats and my binaural beats. When I'm at the end of my day and I'm listening to my theta waves, my theta beats, I have a program that has my I ams attached to that. So it's in the subliminal, it's in the real low volume for my brain, but my subconscious picks up on that, and yours will too. It picks up on the I ams as part of that, and as that part of the I am that you want to acknowledge will grow you and will help you to manifest the life you want. I am not a patient person. I do not have patience for a lot of things. I like action. I like to see action. I like to have action-oriented tasks. So I'm always taking action. I'm not the type of person to sit on the sidelines and wait for something to come. I'm the type of person who is in the trenches and I'm making it happen. So when I do that, and I find that I will have more and more things pop up throughout my life, that maybe that was a memory that popped up out of years ago from another world that I was in, the corporate world. And I'll find out and I'll be like, oh, wow, that one's not good. I don't want to do that anymore. I need to release that thought or that action that I have from that time frame. So by then, what I do is I acknowledge that action. I say thank you to my subconscious, to the universe for this action keeping me safe and getting me to where I am today. And then I will say I need to release that. I am releasing, and I will name the action that I'm releasing. And when I do that, you can feel lighter and replace it with what you want. Like I'll say, I am, always use your I ams in a positive form. I am helping X number of people every day. I am, whatever it is I'm changing. I am teaching, coaching, whatever it is, how to do this or how to do that or what I'm doing. I am bringing in X number of dollars to my life. And when you do that, you're using your I ams, and your left brain, right brain can merge together and create that as you're in your theta state. And I do most of that while I'm in my theta state. Like I said, I listen to my theta waves and I get in that frame of mind. Even if it's just my subconscious getting into that frame of mind or not, it is a plus and it is a given. So use these tips and tricks right here, and they work to erase your limiting beliefs. Now, if you don't want to stand, I forgot this part. Let me explain this real quick. If you don't want to stand, I like to stand when I'm doing it. But you can also sit in a chair and sit sort of to the edge of the chair. Keep your feet out straight. Keep your hands to your side. You don't want to lean back in the chair because your body has to be able to move back and forth. Like I'm standing, so your body has to be able to move back and forth in order to do the body test. And this is the wave muscle test. It works. It's working for a lot of people that pay a lot of money to do this. You, my friends, get to do this and you don't get charged. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Okay, you won't change your limiting beliefs until you make a conscious effort to do so. It is a given. It is a given. You have to make a conscious effort to make the changes you want in your life, in your body, in your world. When you do, you're going to start seeing changes. You're going to start seeing the life you want coming to you more easily and frequently. It's going to evolve and it's going to adjust. One thing I want to tell you, as you see this unfolding, as you see your life changing, acknowledge it. Have gratitude to the universe. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. Thank you for I getting this and having this in my life. Thank you for the I am grateful. Put that in there and keep it there and keep it going, because that's the best way to achieve and to erase what's bothering you, erase what's holding you back. So many people are sitting on the sidelines still trying to get their business going, still trying to get over that hump, still trying to get to the next level. Do this. It does work. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time. It takes repetition. It takes consistency. It takes all the things we've talked about over the past year, or actually 2 years that we've talked about this. Last year, I really got into a lot of detail more so on this and growing your mindset and more of the philosophy that is around us, that is our world. So use this limiting belief step. Use this test to see what your beliefs are and get rid of them. Change them to the belief that is going to help you and motivate you and keep you in a positive mindset. And I mean positive because you have to be in the I am state of mind to receive anything. Okay? Use this, please. And I want to hear your testimonials back. I want to hear how this is happening for you. And I would love to hear you message me back and say, this is working for me and I have created whatever it was. That is a huge plus for me, and it makes me feel good from the heart that I've done something to help you. Okay? I will talk to you guys later, and good luck.